So I said I was not going to review RWBY Volume 8, Season 1 on principle because I was upset that Rooster Teeth pulled it all off of YouTube and is forcing all of us to join this like premium membership for $5.99 a month via their website. I didn't join, but I did have a friend who had access to the episodes, so I just used their account. So you're getting your review. Hi guys, my name is Maria Park and this is Approach to Nerd, and in this episode we are reviewing RWBY, Volume 8, Episode 1, entitled Divided. Okay guys, so I won't go verbatim down this episode, but I will talk about the stuff that I found interesting, and one of them, first off, is we see the Wellgrim. And at first I thought that if you ever watched the BBC series Doctor Who, the Matt Smith version, or even old school season 1 Torchwood, in my mind I thought that the Wellgrim was like this well, like a space well that was like abused by shitty humans for their own selfish purposes, but no, it turns out that the Wellgrim is actually a very cool, artistically looking bioengineered comic book style project. So yeah. We also see what I assume to be Cinder when she's little, kind of living up to her fairy tale name by scrubbing floors and potentially being child abused. And then we have Neo. So Neo comes back and instantly is not happy with Cinder, because when Cinder starts talking to Neo, she basically tells her that Neo will do what she is told and she will understand her place, which is what Cinder says it is. And then it didn't help that Cinder also took credit for acquiring the Relic of Knowledge. So I'm pretty sure that Neo, somewhere in this volume, or probably near the end of the volume, is going to not only leave Cinder, but potentially either try to kill her and do her own thing, or maybe even go to the other side. I don't know. She's very ambitious, so who knows. But Neo is not happy at all. We also see Emerald and Mercury. They're back and they have a makeover, you know, because I mean, there's a lot going on in this series, and I guess to stay sane, some characters you just got to have some me time. So apparently that includes getting your hair done and buying new clothes. But hey, I'm not hating. I can subscribe to that. Back to our RWBY hunters and huntresses who are hanging out at the Happy Huntress bar. Boys and girls, there is some turbulence in our girls and guys friendly skies, because none of them can agree on what the best course of action is in terms of what they should do to handle Salem threatening to take Atlas with her overly bloated Grim Force. They do find Oscar, so yay, but they are becoming very, very divided, you know, a lot like the US. On the one hand, we have RWBY, who really, really wants to warn people about the upcoming shit we may all be doomed by Salem situation by setting up Amity Tower. And on the other hand, we have Yang, who's like, no, we should just be in the present and just go save all the people that we can in Mantle. So John, who basically being the voice of reason, says, well, why don't we just split up and do both, you know, and then both things get done and we're all connected, one team, one dream, which is fine, and they kind of agree to it, but not before Yang, so out of character for me, Yang, RWBY's sister, tells RWBY that her leadership skills suck. When she said that, I saw Weiss covering her mouth. Blake went very still. I think my heart stopped. RWBY had this look on her face like, what the Of every character in the RWBY universe, I never thought that Yang would be the one that would call her sister out on her shit and question her leadership skills. So that right there was strange to me. I haven't had a chance to look at other reviews yet, because I tried not to look at other reviews before I do mine, because it kind of clouds my brain a little bit. But I'm really curious to see if other people are like, what the hell? Because for me, Yang, as close as Yang and RWBY are, she would have been the last one on the list that I ever would have thought would have had that type of reaction. Like when her and Weiss, RWBY and Weiss first became like partners, yeah, Weiss's jealousy because she wanted to be team leader kind of came into play, but it was very short, you know. But even then, Yang was like, pro RWBY, you can do this. I believe in you, yada, yada, yada. And now it's just like, yeah, you pretty much suck. Every choice you made so far kind of led us to this crap. It's really messed up. So the title divided is pretty justified here, because they are divided. And I don't know, I haven't seen episode 2 yet. I think it is out, but I don't know how Yang and RWBY are going to get back together after that. But the teams are basically broken, and it will split up like this. So we have Team Yang, which includes Jean and Ren. And then we have Team RWBY, which is Weiss, Blake, Penny, and Nora. And yeah, it's interesting. Now, this next thing that I noticed in the episode, I think probably shocked me the most out of everything that I've seen in episode 1. And that is that Ironwood has lost his ever effing mind. He has lost his mind. So not only did he call Penny to lay on this like fucking guilt trip on her, saying, well, you know, we need you back, and if Atlas falls, basically it's all your fault for not being here. He also outright effing assassinates Councilman Sleet. So to break this down, in this scene, Winter is getting her like arm guard on her arm, and it looks pretty cool. And, you know, Ironwood's like, you know, I'm thankful for you, yada, 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 for supporting me, yada, yada, yada. I will do anything to protect Atlas, no matter the cost. Simultaneously, Councilman Sleet and Councilwoman Camilla are walking down the hall because they're confronting, you know, Ironwood because of the martial law directive that he called at the end of volume 7. You know, they're not happy about it. I'm pretty sure all of the council's not happy about not being included in that decision. And so you hear Sleet bitching in the hallway, and then Ironwood just up and walks out of Winter's room and then shoots him, blows him away, and then turns off and walks the other way. And the look on Winter and Harriet, who was also in the hallway, but they look at each other like, what the fuck just happened? And you know, so did I. So Ironwood has lost every cell in his damn head. He is crazy. And if Winter and Harriet do not like get on board with the fact that their leader is nuts, they're probably gonna die too. And I really hope not, because I like Winter as a character, and I really think that her and Weiss need to talk and figure their shit out, and you know, whatever. But he's nuts. And I would not be surprised if by the end of this volume, or even before then, if we don't see Ironwood teamed up with Salem. Because if she comes to him with his obsession with protecting Atlas, and says, you know, not only will I, you know, protect your people when I conquer them, I will allow you to or at least run as my deputy. You could have leadership over Atlas. He may be like on board with that shit and side with Salem. So I don't know where it's going to go, but all I know is if you've taken anything out of this review so far, Ironwood has lost his damn mind. So, whew. And then the last thing that we've noticed at the end scene is that Clover is still alive and looks really, really sick laying in a bed. And I thought Clover died in volume 7. So hopefully we'll see more of Clover in the future episodes. I don't know. I do know there's a lot of Easter eggs in the opening. I haven't had a chance to just really, freeze frame them and look at them and break them down. I did see that Ren and Nora seem to be divided, and there's like this pink electric stuff that's like flashing over her face. You know, you got like the division between Weiss and Winter. There's a lot of different Easter eggs in it. But that may either be a video for another time, or maybe when I do episode 2, I'll just reference it. I don't know if I do review episode 2. But yeah, this season looks very challenging for a lot of people on a lot of levels, which I admit is actually generating a lot of excitement in me. So I'm going to see where it goes. But that is all my opinion, guys, and my take on what's crazy and happening in this episode. But I would love to know what you think, so please leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to sign up for jury duty, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to know who's next on Nerd Ballot, hit the notification bell. Until next time, I can't wait for you to approach the nerd. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, but hey, the party doesn't have to stop now. Click on one of these videos and keep it going.